Webcast. It's the 29th of May, and I'm very sorry to drag you away from the nice opening on 10 and up. I know that many people are working some good DX on 10.6 and 4 meters as well. I've seen opening up today as well. So I'm very sorry to drag you away from that. I'm also very sorry to drag you away from the CQ Worldwide WPX CW contest this weekend. But you've still got the best part of 36 hours of that left. So I'm sure you can spare us a few minutes. A very good afternoon. Welcome along. On this week's Weekend Webcast, of course, as well as your opportunity to ask us questions of what's happening in the world of amateur radio, and also your chance to ask us questions of any products you want us to demonstrate anything to you. This is your opportunity. Gary is going to come in. We're going to have a quick chat about some rig expert items and a few other antenna analysts actually. So rig expert and a few others coming up. So we're going to have a quick chat about those. We'll also have a quick look around the U shelves. Had a few changes in terms of stock on our U shelves. We've got a few bits waiting in the wings as well. And we'll have a look over B stock. Last week I upset John this end by not showing you some of the B stock items, so I'll do that as well. Of course, as ever, please get into the chat somewhere down there, and I'll read out some of your comments. So hello, immediately hello to Tom. AE1TPE, who's also A92GW. Good afternoon to you, Tom. All the way from Bahrain. Hello to Barry as well. Hello, Barry. And of course, actually, I forgot to mention, this weekend is also the YouTubers Hamfest. So I know many of you may have been watching Callum earlier on, doing some bits and pieces, and I know that lots of other ham radio related YouTube channels this weekend are doing a lot of videos as well, a lot of live streams as well. So hello, if you've joined us from there, thank you very much for coming over here. Hello to Ray as well. M0RAY is Ray in Sittingbourne. Yeah, hello to you. Hello to Rob, 201GDO. Hello to you as well. And to Andy, G7KNA. I'm getting to the point where I might need glasses. So hello to all of you there as well. Now I'm going to see if Gary is available and is watching and listening. See if he will come this way. He said he wanted to demonstrate some of the antenna analyzers and VNAs and that kind of thing. While he's making his way over here, I will tell you we're into the last few days of the Yaesu cashback. So if you're after a FTDX 101, either D or MP, or a FT991A, you do need to place your order before midnight on Monday night in order to take advantage of the Yaesu cashback. So you get £90 back for buying either, say, 101, both varieties, or the 991A. Gary is here. He's walked up this end of the showroom. Hello, Gary.
Hello.
How are you?
Very well.
We saw you go out into the field yesterday on Do Something for the Weekend. Did you work anything?
No.
Did you even take a radio? This is the question. This is what everyone wants to know.
No, I didn't take a radio. It's sort of something that actually we spoke about, and we're going to probably give it a go.
Okay. All right. So we can expect that in a future Something for the Weekend video.
Yeah, it's probably going to be me and you going.
Oh, fair enough then. Okay. Oh, well, it's coming soon. Me and Gary are going to a field. Or maybe not.
Well,
Maybe
it's just down the road.
the park round the corner.
Yeah, if we don't get beaten up and mugged or something like that.
Yeah, well, it is Staines after all. Hello to Mark, K2 CSX from the Bronx in New York. Hello to you, Mark, and hello from VU2KOC. Hello, good afternoon to you as well. So, Gary, you wanted to talk this week about antenna analyzers.
I was asked to go through sort of some of the antenna analyzers and stuff that we had for an up-and-coming bits and pieces. I didn't realise just how many we had. I reckon we must have the largest range of antenna analyzers there was. I thought it was a really good idea just to show you, and they start at like 199 quid.
Okay, all right. Well,
so do you reckon we should start with the cheap ones first?
Let's start with the cheap ones first and work our way up.
All right, we'll go for that.
Okay,
right.
So what's
cheap one?
Cheap one. What's at the bottom?
This is one of the seed products.
Okay.
And this is a really tiny little antenna analyzer. There's quite a few of them, so I'm going to whiz through these.
So this is the SARC 110 ULM.
Yeah, that's
which
the one.
came out about a year or so ago, if memory suits.
I believe so. I can't actually tell you that when they came out, but what I will do is I'll try and show you how to do this. I mean, you can see this. It's very difficult to sort of show.
So it's always difficult on a live stream, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got like a blue, sort of black, sort of really quite a nice contrast sort of screen, but it's really, really tiny. And it comes up with the SWR on the front, and it's got like a sounder, audio thing, so you can actually do this by ear. If you can't sort of see the screen, you can jump it in your pocket. Away you go. Really, really nice.
And what's the frequency range?
This one does all the way up to, I believe, 70 sems. So
all of HF up to 70 sems.
yeah.
Wow, that's value for money.
Check the website, but I think that's right.
Okay, all right. So that's the SARC 110 ULM available on the website. If you just type in SARC 110, there's bring up two options, and I have a feeling we might talk about the second SARC 110 next.
There is a slightly the bigger brother of it, which is quite a nice thing, and I know Steve upstairs loves that. That is his kind of go-to analyzer of choice for the classes when they're on. So, and that's
this one.
Comes in one of those. For me, this one's a little more fiddly, but
it's so this has got a touch screen on it. It also comes with a little pigtail because I think it's an SMB connector if memory serves.
Is it an MCX?
Or is it an MCX?
I don't know.
Or we could be making up names now, couldn't we?
We could,
just get three letters, put them together.
Sorry, this one's glued in there.
Okay. A question I can see just coming from Terry, 20IPK. Hello, Terry. Hope you're doing okay. Would that super antenna, I think the one that you spoke about yesterday, Gary, just slightly diverting from antenna analyzers just for the moment, would that super antenna work from a mag mount on the car like the buddy stick does?
I'm going to say probably it would work on a mag mount, but obviously don't go driving around with it on there. But sort of stationary, I think it would work fine.
So if you had a mag mount with a 3/8 thread on it,
you wouldn't be able to do it like. Would you be able to do it like that? Yes, I think you could. Yes, you would. That would work.
Coming soon, Gary tries a super antenna on a mag mount.
Yeah, I'm going to give it your car.
It's going to give it a go on my car. Okay, fair enough then.
Anyway.
So SARC 110, back on course.
Yeah, SARC 110. Again, it's a tiny little thing. I mean, this really is tiny. They do, I think there is also a little silicon case available for this. But this one's got this little tiny adapter, which just plugs in.
I'd use the word pigtail.
All right, okay, pigtail. You've got that, or if you want to, you don't even need that little pigtail if you don't want to use it. You can unscrew it from that and actually use it from there. You can put an adapter straight on the sort of side, and that just is quickly plugs in and out. It's really, really good. But this has got like a colour screen, and it does a few more things.
Nice graphical display on it.
And this one is a bit of a jump up in price. What do you know that was?
It's north of 300. I think it's about 380. But check the website for the correct pricing and most up to date pricing, of course, as well.
Yeah. So that's that's the SARC's big brother.
That's all right.
But then we kind of jump up again in sort of quality and sort of size. Now these are the Metro Power range, and Antonio is such a fabulous guy and works really hard for these. This is the FX 700. Can't remember what this one is off the top of my head, but again, that is a huge, great sort of thing. Big screen, colourful. Easy to read, but this does a whole range of stuff, and you can connect it to your computer and do all that sort of stuff with it, and really, really good. You can see the screen on that.
That's really easy to read, isn't it?
You should be able to see that.
That's nice and big.
Big clear screen. So yeah, really useful meter, that one. Obviously, I'd like to show you them all working, but unfortunately, I'm trying to whiz through these. So.
That's all right, Gary. So that's the FX 700, but there's also the one that I think Metro Power is renowned for, which is the Metro VNA.
Yeah, this one goes up to 700 megs, I think. It certainly includes 70 sems. That is the big difference between this one and the other two. There's obviously the 180 and the 250, the Metro VNA 180 and 250. Obviously, the clue's in the title. One goes up to 180 megs and the other one goes up to 250. Whereas this one does include 70 SEMS. So
Okay, and it's also worth pointing out that if you already own a Metro VNA 180, you can upgrade it to a 250. It might be saying that's a software update.
it is, yeah. It is a really simple software update, and I don't think it's all that expensive. It's something like £20 or £30, something like that.
Okay, so if you've already got one and you wanted to upgrade it to the 250 spec, you can do so. So this is. I mean, they're both the same one externally. To be honest with you, this is the 250 or the 180. Not that it matters.
This one is a 250.
Okay, so this is the Metro VNA. This was like the first device, wasn't it? Really?
No, sorry, this is a 180.
Okay.
Right, and again, you can actually see on the front just how clear.
Nice. What I like about these, Gary, is there is easy mode and there's an easy button.
Yeah, it does. It kind of mimics the. In fact, if you go to the meter, if I can remember how to work it, it has an easy function, and it also has an S meter, so you can kind of mimic the sort of MFJ type.
Sound like a 259C or a 269.
Yeah, something like that.
So that's nice and easy to use.
Yep, it is nice, but again, these obviously are restricted to either 180 or 250 megs.
Of course. And also nice thing about the Metro VNO that I've personally used, we've recently done some work on the antennas here at the shop. I grabbed a Metro VNO to measure the SWR of some of the antennas, and what I really like about this is that you can see multiple bands all at the same time. It's not the only one that does it. There are a couple out there that do, but it is nice that Metro VNAs do that. So if you've got like a multi-band fan dipole maybe, or a multi-band Yagi, you can see what the SWR is on multiple bands and see the resonant point on each band at the same time.
Yeah, you get like a whole row of bars, and it gives you, it's quite a nice little thing. So
it is a nice feature, that.
then we're going to go on to two better ones, which are, I use one of them to do the filter on our repeater.
Okay, all right. So these are from Mini VNA.
Yeah, and there's not much to see in these. They're just like little blue boxes, but these are PC based, and they run with the I think it's, I can't remember the guy's call sign. There's a German guy that does the Java file for this.
DL something.
DL something, yeah. And there's also other software packages you can use with these, and they're really, really good. You can print out the Smith charts and do all that sort of good stuff. So these are really, really good. But they're good enough just to help you maybe tune sort of like filters and that sort of stuff. So it's a starting point. We'll get you going. But there's two of these versions available. This one goes up to 3 gigs. And then obviously there's the Pro 2 version, which actually goes up to, I think, 220 megs.
Okay.
But it does have Bluetooth.
So you can run it with like an Android phone with an app on there.
I am told there is an app that you can get that you can do that with. I've not actually done that, to be honest. But again,
coming soon. Gary plays with Bluetooth.
Well, that could be, yeah. Have I still got an Android phone? Yeah.
I'll borrow one from John. He's got one.
But yeah, so these are sort of PC or app-based. And actually, I should add that the Metro Power ones are also Android app-based and also connect to the PC using the same software, I think.
Yeah. Very quickly to interject, question in the chat. After an ACOM 1010, when will you guys get stock? We are expecting a delivery from ACOM this coming week. Stock is limited though, so if you're waiting for us to actually have free available stock, don't place a deposit, place an order, reserve one, because at the moment with all amplifiers across the board, whether it's from ACOM or SPE, they're not generally available off the shelf. So if you are after an amp, particularly ACOM at the moment, because they are arriving in sort of literally 1s and 2s on each delivery, get an order in and place an order. That way we'll reserve one for you. Sorry to interject there, Gary. Let's get back to antenna analyzers.
We're on to the rig experts now, and I'm not going to get all of these out because we have so many of them.
Okay.
But what I'll do is I'll start with one of the sticks. Now this is the Pro. Now this one, I love these two things. There's a standard stick.
There's a stick 230.
Yeah, and the stick Pro. Now the stick 230 has got almost like a paper light.
Yeah, it's like an e-ink display.
Yeah, it's absolutely lovely. And again, that is it. And this one is really, really cool. I mean, have a look on our website because there's all sorts of detail on there. And it is an N-type on the end of the Pro and rechargeable, absolutely brilliant. And yeah, I absolutely think this is really useful bit of kit. So again, sorry, you can see just how the sort of size of that.
And just to confirm, so the Stick 230 includes the name, goes up to 230 megs. The Stick Pro, do we know what the frequency coverage of that
Off
is?
the top of my head, I don't know. I should have probably looked at that, shouldn't I?
This time, Gary reads the manual. Stick Pro's also got Bluetooth on it as well. As also, so you can do some clever stuff. And now the pile of the AA series.
Yeah. Now, this is well, it just starts off really at sort of we'll go from the basic. This is the AA 35, so that goes up to 35 megs. These are a really nice handheld, and they're all a very similar design.
And size, in fact.
Yeah, I think the big ones start to get big, but again, you can kind of see that sort of size. Now, I do know for a fact some of them come with chargers, but we have noticed that sort of some of them now aren't shipping with batteries because of the shipping.
Because of shipping restrictions, batteries. Yeah.
So it might be that you might need to provide batteries, but they do provide charger and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. Not all of them, but some of them do. But these are a good handheld device. USB connection, so you can use them on the Rig Expert software, which is very, very nice.
Excellent.
But these are perfect if you're up sort of on the roof or something like that. They can go in your tool belt.
Ah, very good.
Yeah, you see that action. Right, so
that's the AA35, and then the next one up in the series, AA55.
Is the 55. They all look near enough the same, so I won't get them all out. I'll try and keep things going. But yeah, there's a AA55 version. Again, I'll get him out. Shall I get him out?
Why not?
Why not?
You've come this far.
So again, looks exactly the same, but 55. Now they do sort of jump around, I think, in price as they start getting towards, certainly towards 600 megs.
Yeah.
They start to sort of jump around in price. And again, there is the AA230. Now this is probably the most popular one of these.
I think it is, yeah.
It's good value for money. Again, same sort of. Actually, it's a little bit smaller, I'd say.
Smaller, yeah.
It's tighter in the. Yeah, I'd say that is much smaller.
Smaller, but same style, same sort of shape.
Some of these now Bluetooth as well.
I believe so. I think.
BLE version.
Yeah, but that one, the AA230 Zoom that we have in stock is now only the Bluetooth version. We don't. But I think Rig Expert have stopped doing the non-Bluetooth version.
N-type.
N-type on the top.
So there you go. They're quite nice.
There we go. And then from this point on, so it's sort of the.
They start to get a little bit special.
They start to get special. So the next one up is the AA600, and from this point onwards, I think they also come with a case from this point up.
I think you're right. I'm going to try and get this out without. Now this is when they start also. Well, they all come with a nice manual, by the way, but they come when you go up to the 600. They come with a nice bag, and they start to sort of change form factor. They start to come with this sort of thing. Quick release sort of door on the back, and usually there's some rechargeable batteries, but like we said, we think that because of shipping requirements, they're taking the batteries out. So
but it's ordinary sort of AA rechargeables that you need.
They do provide a charger, and they give you a USB cable and a nice strap as well in there. Oh, an adapter.
And an adapter to take it to an SO239. There we go. Nice. So that's the AA 600, and then the next one up is the AA 1400. You can see where we're going with this. That'll be 1400 megs.
Yeah.
It looks very much the same as the 600. This one.
Yeah. Again,
in the box is the unit itself in its bag, battery charger.
Yeah.
Strap.
Exactly the same.
And then the final one, the top of the line, top of the range, is the AA 1500.
Yeah, that's correct. Now this one I've not actually seen because I think this is fairly new. But again, comes with a good manual, bag, unit, looks exactly the same as the 14. Charger. And this one,
Does have batteries.
Does have batteries. So, yeah. So there you go. Mind you, for the top of the range one, I would expect it to have some batteries.
That's true. That's very true.
So let's get rid of those. So that is the whole range of.
That's the Rig Expert range.
Right, and then we're going to go to the.
And then we've got something a bit special now.
Yeah, top banana.
Top banana. This is
D-Pace.
from a company called D-Pace. It's the 901. Now, is this the VN or is this? There's a few different versions of the 901.
This is the S Plus.
S Plus, okay, which I think is actually the latest one. Thinking about it.
Yeah, that's it. Now this is really cool.
So this is at this point we're now true professional grade VNAs.
Sort of. This is entry level professional grade.
Okay.
We sell quite a lot of these to customers that have got like a lot of engineers on the road. And the thing is, if you were to buy probably an equivalent HP, whatever, I think you're probably talking telephone numbers. These aren't telephone numbers. They're not cheap.
No.
But they're certainly not on that level. But they are very, very, very good. Let's put it that way. But again, I don't know if you can see the display on that. I'll try and show it up. It's got like a nice little
Nice
graph across the top. I use this to fine tune our.
Okay, so you did the initial tune with the mini VNA.
Found they were just a little bit too slow, but then someone said about this, and you can put markers and do all sorts of things on this, and and actually make the bandwidth just enough, and you can see both dips.
Perfect.
So really, really good. Again, they're in stock.
In stock now, so that's the KC901S Plus. That one is rechargeable. Comes with a charger as well in the box. Really nice thing, and also a strap as well.
It does. It comes with a strap. No case or anything like that with these ones. Comes with a dual
voltage.
Dual adapter.
Okay, so you can change the connector.
Euro connector, and a nice little stand as well that you can hold it up with. So it's got US, EU, and UK.
Fantastic.
And that.
Sorry, Australia.
Have they got their own socket?
Yeah, they have.
Oh,
it's like the American one, but a bit different.
Oh, all right. Okay. Well, there you go. So that is.
That's the range.
Well, not all of them. There are more.
There are more, but that's the primary ones.
Yeah, but there are more that we just don't have stock. We've got some more on order. I think we've got the standard sticks coming in there.
Yes,
on order.
yeah, 230 sticks.
MFJ 259269. They're all on.
On back order, yeah.
And I think there's some Rig Expert ones as well.
Perfect. There we go.
So there you go.
Thank you, Gary.
I'll pass it back to you.
Thank you very much, Gary. Thank you. He's gonna go down the other end now and watch. I think is what he intends to do.
I'll go back and try and answer some questions.
Thank you. Of course, any questions on any of the antenna analyzers, do please get into the chat. Gary's going to pop into the chat, so he'll be able to answer your questions there. What we're going to do now is going to have a quick look over the used section, and then we'll have a quick look over what's in B stock at the moment as well. And then we'll probably call it a day and let you get back to working the contest. So let's. I will apologise for my poor camera work. It happens every week, and I do apologise in advance. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Let's start with this. FT7900, of course, VHF, UHF, FM, 50 watts out on 2 meters, about 40 watts out on 70 sems. This up at 179 on the website. It's nice condition, obviously with box, mic, manual, DC cable. Hello to Callum as well. I've just seen you pop in there. Thanks for being there, and I enjoyed your live stream earlier on. So yeah, 7900 in stock at the moment on the website as well. What else have we got? I can bring you FTDX 3000. 1099. Now these are soon for the end, brand new. We've got some left in stock at the moment, so if you are still after a new one, with of course a full 3-year warranty, you can get one. But we've got one in used at the moment. If you want to save yourself about £300-400, you can pick this one up. It's 1099 on the website. Don't forget though, of course, this weekend we do have the free shipping voucher code. So if you want to get this and have it shipped to you free of charge, make sure you use the ML&S 73 code at checkout, and you will get your shipping absolutely free for this weekend only. FT991, this is the original FT991. This is of course, HF, VHF, UHF with C4FM on board, boxed with mic manual and DC cable. 799. Again, use the ML&S 73 code. You get it shipped free of charge. Worth just pointing out that with the ML&S 73 code, it's on orders over £150. So if you're spending more than 150, make sure to use the code and you get the free shipping. Kenwood Ts 590 SG. Of course, this is Kenwood's latest version of the 590 with the improved DSP, the CWD code, and of course the extra colour on the screen, that all-important extra colour on the screen. But again, boxed with mic manual and DC cable. 1099. Very fortunate to have a couple of those in stock at the moment. There's another one just sat down there. Both in fantastic condition. You couldn't put a piece of paper between them, to be honest with you. ICOM ID 5100, of course, VHF, UHF, FM and D style with that gorgeous big touch screen. It looks absolutely great wherever you put it. Callum saying he likes the 590 SG. I know that you've got one, Callum, so it doesn't surprise me. Although, in radios Callum owns, we haven't got a 990 at the moment. But 5100 we have got in stock, and I know that Callum also runs a TS2000 mobile, so we've got one of those. There you go. Radios Callum owns TS2000X with 23 SEMs. Got a few marks on the top, but let's be honest, if you just want the front of it, doesn't matter, does it? 999. Again, when it's shipped free of charge, ML&S 73 on the website. I'm also going to mention SPE 1.5 KFA. So we did have a delivery of SPE 1.5 KFAs come in. I think we might have one left from that delivery, but if you want to save yourself a chunk of money, maybe you invest that into a radio as well to go alongside it. This is available, of course, 1.5 kW out with the built-in tuner. This comes with its carry bag and the box and everything you'd expect. It's up at 3499. Give me a call today, 0345 2300599, and I will see what we can do for you price-wise if you are interested. We'll get it shipped out the door on Tuesday. Could be in your hands on Wednesday. What else can I bring you and talk to you about? We have talk about 590. We've got a 570 up here. This is, of course, the predecessor to the 590. And here's the fact for you: the first radio I ever used. Not the first radio I ever owned, but the first radio I ever used. Back on my foundation course, we used a 570 for the HF contact. This one up at 599. Again, I believe it's boxed. Yes, it is boxed with mic manual and DC cable. So a nice investment there. Coming up on the web this afternoon, we also have a TS890 that's going to hit the web this afternoon. So if you're interested in that, please shout. We can do your price on that before it hits the web. And I'm trying to think what else is down there. I think there might be 7300. So do keep your eyes peeled on the website hamradio.co.uk/used. Now, what we're going to do before we wrap up and finish this for the day, I'm going to grab the camera again and we're going to have a quick look at what we've got in B stock. So let's just explain what B stock is, because I know it's a question we often get asked, and Martin did do a video on B stock was a little while ago, but maybe you haven't missed it. But this is we've got our B stock now out on display, so you can easily see it when you come to the showroom, just so you can. Gary's going to do the camera work for me because he's got a much steadier hand. Thank you, Gary. So Martin, B stock simply means is either we've opened it up in the showroom in order to show a customer, or we've sent it to a customer. He's bought it mail order, and he's decided it's not for him. He's returned it to us within the 14 days. So obviously we can't sell it as new, but equally it's not used either. So every B stock item is still supplied with the full warranty, so you're going to get that as standard. So for let's look at Yaesu, for instance, you're going to get the full 3-year warranty. I can get the full 2-year warranty, but you're going to save yourself some money. So if we have a look over the table, Gary, we've got on this particular bench, let's have a look, see FTM 300 just on the left there. Of course, FM and C4 FM, VHF, UHF, with that nice colour screen. I mean, it's not been out that long, the FTM 300, has it really? So that's in our B stock right now. IC 9700, of course, ICOM's VHF UHF 23 SEMS base station, again in the B stock right now. Again, probably we sent it to a customer. He decided it wasn't for him and returned it to us within the returns period. And also a 7610, same story. That one's in fact still got the cover over the screen, so it's nice. And it's worth noting these aren't refurbished radios or anything like that. They are simply open box. They will show signs of having been out the box, you know, so they are not factory fresh, factory sealed, but it is still a new radio. It's still, you know, it's with that full warranty. ARDV1 we've got here, of course, the high-end communications receiver from AOR. I mean, AOR users absolutely love these. They are fantastic value for money, and even more so given the fact that you're going to get this one cheaper. Got TYT handheld, the THUV88. If you want yourself a cheap FM dual band handheld, can't really go wrong with the TYT. I mean, unlike maybe a high-end Yaesu or ICOM, if you wanted just something to bash about a bit, and if you going sort of maybe up a mountain or something, and you don't really want to take your precious FT3, then that would be a good option. I also mentioned FDM Duo R. This is the receive SDR receiver from ELAD. It of course works great with a computer, but you can use it standalone as well. Again, in our B stock right now, so it's a saving over what you'd spend brand new, factory sealed. And I want to, Gary, if you want to walk this way, because we have quite a bit of B stock in at the moment, so we have split it out over 2 desks. So we've also got FTDX10 in B stock. In fact, I think we've got 2 of them in our B stock at the moment. So if you are looking at the new FTDX10 with a little bit of longing and you want one, but you don't necessarily want to go to the full amount, save yourself some money, buy B stock one. I say it's simple, that it's been out to a customer, he's used it, he's decided it wasn't for him, and he's returned it to us within the returns period. Or we've opened it up in the showroom in order to demonstrate to a customer. It's possible. Again, they are essentially new. They come with the full 3-year warranty, of course, and we are your authorised repair centre from Yaesu with our workshop on site. So that's we've repaired them here. Should anything go wrong? Probably won't though, let's be honest. Yaesu, very reliable. Anytime, the ATD 878 Plus, of course, this is the version with Bluetooth, with GPS, with analog APR STX. What more could I want to say? If you want a nice handheld to use, maybe mobile in the car, pair it with your Bluetooth in your car, it will more than likely work. You get the little Bluetooth PTT button as well. A nice option for you. And finally, I'm going to talk about Kenwood Tmd 710GE. Now, these are out of production, brand new. We haven't got any brand new ones left. So if you want a Tmd 710, we can't give you a factory fresh one anymore, because there are no more to be had. But we have got 2 B stock units, again, been out to a customer, decided it wasn't for him, and they've returned it to us under warranty. Sorry, not warranty, under the returns period. We've got a couple of those at the moment. So if you're after TMD sometimes you can't get one factory sealed anymore, so we've got 2 B stock ones. And of course, we offer them for a cheaper price because of that. Anything else I want to mention? I don't think so. I think you can view the whole B stock list. If you go to our used site, oh, Gary's pointing to me, the S3. All right, have a look at the FDM S3. So this is the latest receiver from ELAD that is fully integrated with the PC. It's, as it says there, direct sampling, a wideband receiver. So this is the FDM S3 TCXO. So a really, really high-end communications wideband receiver, but they don't cost the earth anyway. And of course, B stock, you're going to get yourself one cheaper anyway. You can view the whole B stock list if you go to our used website. So go to hamradio.co.uk/used. At the top of the page there is a link through to B stock. It might not necessarily be the easiest thing to find, but it is. Then you can see that all of the B stock list, and you can see exactly what we've got in our B stock. John Power, who is behind the glass over there, probably listening to us at the moment actually, because he's got his headphones. He's just waved. He is listening. He heads up our B stock. He keeps it all up to date. So if there's any errors, blame him. But also, if he's got everything right, thank him. There you go. It works both ways. Right, and I think that's going to be it. We've probably waffled on for quite some time. I can see a CN901 HP just there. That's the nice high power cross needle SWR and power meter from Daiwa. That's quite nice. It's a very nice piece of kit. There's also TYT TH9800. Want yourself a quad band radio now the Yaesu FT8900 is not available. That might be your option. Also an SM30. You've got yourself an Icon radio, want a nice desk mic, SM30. Right, that's it. I'm going to say 7.3. Thanks very much for watching and tuning in. Next week, Tony is on duty with the weekend webcast, and of course there will be the Something for the Weekend video in the week as well. And you can, of course, subscribe to the email mail out. We'll email you every Friday about lunchtime, and we'll deliver you your latest video and also our latest offers. Go to our website, hamradio.co.uk, scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see a yellow banner, pop your email address in there, and we'll send you an email, a personal email from us here at Martin Lynch & Sons every week. Thanks so much for watching, and no doubt we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.